When a client asks me, "Hey Lisa, can you log into my Instagram account and interact with my followers or send direct messages like you or me?" Well, yes, technically I can do it, but I won't. I'm not gonna do that. But before you say,
"How rude of you, you're my virtual assistant, you should do what I tell you to do."
well, yes, I may be your virtual assistant and my team is part of your business and you are the client, but I will not do this for you. And I'm actually not sorry to say that. Here's why. Once upon a time, there was a virtual assistant. Let's call her Sally. Sally lives in the Philippines and she's a newbie virtual assistant. She was hardworking, eager to please, and super new in the business. She had a USA-based client who gave her admin tasks like data entry, PowerPoint slide creation, and other things. One day, her client asked if she could take over the DMs in her Instagram account. Her client was too busy to reply to her own DMs and grow her subscribers by following relevant accounts on the platform. And since Instagram was the main marketing platform for her client, it had to be done. But the client didn't have time to do that. Of course, Sally, so eager to impress her client, said,
"Sure, I'll do it. I'll log into your Instagram and do it for you. I'll vibe with your leads in the DM." So I'm very happy to help.
So the client gave Sally the username and password to her Instagram account, and Sally then happily logged into the Instagram account and started doing her job. She was pretending to be her client and interacting with followers. The client was so happy that her account was growing. It grew and grew, more followers by the day, because Sally was more consistently interacting with her Instagram community and commenting on posts, replying to DMs, and so on. Then one fateful morning, when the client logged into her Instagram account, a notification popped up on her phone and it drained the blood from her face.
"You are violating community guidelines."
The next thing you know, she couldn't log into her Instagram account anymore. The account got suspended completely and permanently. All her thousands and thousands of followers went down the drain. Yep, it was heartbreaking. Sally's client could have fired her then, but she didn't. She was very gracious. They both learned their lesson, so they started building a new Instagram account from the ground up. So thankfully, Sally's client had an email list where she announced to her followers that her Instagram account was taken down, so she had to start a new one. And because she was already able to establish a community in the first place, it didn't take her long to grow her new Instagram account. But did the client give Sally or any new team members access to her Instagram account again? You guessed it, the answer is no. The client will never do that again. This is a very traumatic feeling when you have a social media account that you nurtured for years and your account doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Instagram and other social media platforms where you started it. It would just be logical to follow their rules because you are using their platform. And at that time, Sally wasn't doing her due diligence. She could have easily done research and checked if logging into another person's Instagram doesn't violate the platform's rule. So, lo and behold, it actually does. Under their policy on privacy, security, and reporting, this practice counts as impersonation. And while we're on the subject, it turns out other social media platforms also agree that the practice of giving another person your username and password to access your account and reply and act as you is impersonation, and it does violate the community guidelines. Over time, our team here at 8.8 saw that a lot of people, some of them clients and some potential clients, are actually not aware of this rule. So we created an entire page on our website to respond to common questions. So you can check it out by clicking on the link in the descriptions. I'll add it here. Anyway, whether you're already doing this, like your current virtual assistant is logging in as you using your username and password, commenting as you on your social media, just know that there is always a risk. And I don't know how Instagram knows it specifically, but they likely monitor the IP or location of the devices that are logging into your account. So if you have a virtual assistant in the Philippines or in India or in other countries who logs into your account, and you're an online coach or business owner who's based in Canada or the US or in Europe, and your VA doesn't mask the IP that they're using one way or another, Instagram will conclude that you logged into your account 1 minute ago. So it would be impossible if you are also in the Philippines 1 hour later. Worst kept secret, Instagram has robot police, and these robot police are smart. They're smarter than my friend Sally, actually, which was unfortunate. But here's the question. What if you want to assign your virtual assistant the task of posting content for you, or maybe scheduling graphics, or reels, or videos for you on your social media? Don't they need your username and password for that? There's the saving grace. You actually don't need to give them your username and password. You can delegate that task to your team members or your virtual assistant by giving them admin or editor access. The way it works is that they will be using their own Instagram account or Facebook account or social media account that you are giving editor or admin access to post content for your social media account. Now, granting this applies to certain types of accounts for Instagram and Facebook or LinkedIn and other social media platforms, so it's best that you do your research on whether endorsing that social media task doesn't violate community guidelines. Because as a virtual assistant myself, I would never never ever dream of causing my client's account to get deactivated. And now that I'm a consultant for coaches and course creators too, I would advise the exact same thing to my clients. There is always a risk in doing anything that is against the community guidelines of a social media platform. But there are tools out there, or scheduler apps, or workarounds where you can still delegate social media tasks to other people or agencies while still following community guidelines. And we've laid all this out on our community guidelines page on our 8.8 website, so you can refer to that after you watch this video. But listen, I know you want to delegate the task of social media management. Social media management can be exhausting, and it requires skill, experience, and most of all, time for your social media account to be healthily nurtured and grown, right? So it's no wonder social media managers are making a ton of revenue managing brand accounts. You're a busy business owner. Do you have time? No, you don't. You're probably watching this video at 2 times the speed so you can consume the content half the time. So as you do endorse or delegate the responsibility of your social media account to a VA or social media manager, it's best to educate yourself on the rules so you don't end up losing your account and your followers too. Oh, and in case you haven't heard, whenever we get a new subscriber, our team throws a dance party. So click that button like right now. Okay, back to business. I hope you liked this video and you got a lot of value for it. You might as well grab our free tool for making your Instagram Reels posting daily much easier and faster. Just when you thought it was impossible to be more consistent with publishing Instagram Reels daily, it's actually not. It's easier than you think. So grab that free resource. Just go to 8.8.net/reel to get your free checklist. You're going to want to watch this other video too, because it will help you work easily and more efficiently with your virtual assistant or team. So I'll see you there.